Hello, everyone. How y'all doing? Oh, shoot, got dust on there. Hey, I got a topic to talk about. I had a few people going through some things, but when you're in a relationship with a significant other, it could be your wife, husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, a friend. When y'all going through y'all things, keep people out of y'all business. They don't need to know nothing. Work it out amongst yourselves. That's where the discommunication and that's where it comes from. Because what goes on, you live with your spouse, and you having y'all arguing whatever. The first thing do your spouse one go and call the other, man, this was she saying, this da da da, or whatever da 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 da, and then it gets out of place. Communication is the key. That's number 2. Y'all communicate, man, y'all ain't gonna have any problems. If y'all do argue, it's gonna be amongst y'all. Keep y'all stuff amongst yourselves. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I've been through it, in my past relationships. It doesn't need to leave the house. If you're going through something, even if y'all about you arguing, and then y'all about to go to a party, y'all go to y'all party together. To be continued. Hey, how y'all doing? Da, 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 da. Y'all come back home and y'all finish it out. It don't have to be an argument, but y'all got to communicate, work it out amongst each other, and then everybody be okay. Nobody need to know y'all business. Nobody need to know y'all business, man, and then the communication, and then being honest. Be honest with your spouse. Don't lie. You know what I'm saying? Because when you lie and she don't trust you and the phone is facing down all the time, that's a problem. You know what I'm saying? And for the females too, you know what I'm saying? Be honest. Be honest about yourselves, you know what I'm saying? And it'll work itself out. You know what I'm saying? Been there, done that. Learning lesson. We learn as we go in life. You know, having a spouse, try to be each other partner. Learn that too. Going out with your boys. You're going to go out with your boys sometime, but it don't got to be all the time. It got to be sometime, Try to do things with your spouse. Make that your best friend. If y'all go out together. You know what I'm saying? Do things together. Go to the park. Go to parties together. Go to outings. Go to the mall. Walk the mall. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to spend no money. Y'all can, look at things together. The more you do together, the more you get used to. I got an uncle and an aunt. Boy, they together all the time. You know what I'm saying? I got an uncle who looked like me. And him and his wife, they partners in crime, okay? And they work together, you know what I'm saying? And, she's a nurse and he works for a car dealership. But, boy, they keep it together. You never hear nothing about their business because they keep it among each other, So, you got to just, nobody need to know your business, Staying focused, make good choices, communicate. If you're going to go do something, if you're married or even if you're in a relationship, the other partner need to know too. If you're going to the store, let them know. Baby, I'm going to the store. I'll be back. You need something. Just any communication, because the more you communicate, you respect each other. Anybody from the outside try to get in y'all stuff, y'all can stop them right there, because y'all know y'all system. But just if y'all in a relationship, y'all arguing, don't go to bed mad. That's another one. Don't go to bed upset. And a lot of us do that, and it makes it worse because your brain is running while you're trying to sleep, and you start assuming things, But man, just try to work it out. If you red flags. Now, that's another thing. Red flags. if you're dating someone or whatever, and you see red flags, man, try to situate the situation at that moment. Let the person know that you have a problem with that. Because if you let it ride, it's going to become a problem later on. It's going to come back and haunt you. You know, so if you see a red flag that you're not happy with that significant other or whoever, even if you're married, let him or her know that you have a problem with that situation, because it will bite you. It will come back. And then that situation will continue because you haven't said anything about it, you know. There's some tips on relationships. I was just, I have people who's going through things, and, whoever going through something, I try to give my little opinion. I don't get into it. I don't like really giving opinions because it's none of my business. But if they do, I try to give them, both sides. I don't do that one side. Well, what did you do? Or, etc. But that's all. We got to just, stay focused, do things together. I got another relative too. Yeah, she's in Charlotte. They work for the post office. Them two, they're like partners in crime too. They both actually work for the post office in North Carolina. And them two there they do things together. That's how it's supposed to be, And, I have a few relatives who, who's, they're on point. And I have some, who going through their things. But try to do things together. You know what I'm saying? And again, I always say, you got to make good choices, because bad choices will take you further than you want to go, keep you longer than you want to stay, and make you pay more than you want to pay. And you will pay. Been there, done that. You know what I'm saying? I paid, when I went through my situation. But you live and you learn. You live and you learn. So, love you guys. I just wanted to get that little tip about relationships and things that you go through, situations. You know what I'm saying? We like, men like to party. And some guy, hey, look, after a certain age, you got to stop. But if you still go out and go party, communicate with her. Take her with you, Let her be a part of the clan, But that's all I had to say about this topic. It kept coming across my mind, and I think I probably had to share it with someone, because someone is probably going through something as we speak, probably a day ago, 2 days ago. And I've been running into people who's going through that. And I wanted to share that a little bit, because it might hit somebody. And God first. You got to pray about it, And now, a lot of y'all like to take it to the church. Y'all like to take it to the church, tell the pastor about what's going on. They're human too, but it's good to seek counseling. Counseling helps. But if you stick with what I was just talking about in the beginning of this video, try to work amongst each other, and y'all understand y'all system, then y'all not going to have any problem. Keep people out of your business, and any problem y'all go through, keep it amongst yourself. You wouldn't even have to go to the church about it. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to put anyone in your business. But if it get out of hand, then you may have to go to the church. You might have to go and baptize both of you guys. I don't know. But on that point, I just wanted to talk about this topic. Hope somebody learned. I just felt I had to talk about this. Something just, All right. Love you guys. Facebook, TikToks, Instagram. Love you guys. I will probably come up with something else. I don't know. If it hit my brain or whatever, I'll come about it. All right. Bye-bye.